Of right now, I'm playing. He's going to walk 9 more holes tomorrow and continuing to get ready for the Masters. By the way, right now it's just monsoon in Augusta. So nobody on the course right now. Par 3 contest tomorrow. Tiger's never participated in the par 3, so wouldn't anticipate that being part of the setup tomorrow. There's no worry that he's not going to play at this point, is there?
No, and here's why. So when he said, as of right now, yes, I'm going to play. And then there was a follow-up question, and here's what it was. It's a very simple question. Do you think you can win the Masters? And here is what he said.
Well, do you think you can win the Masters this week?
I do.
And what have you seen in your preparation that leads you to believe that?
Well, I can hit it just fine. And I don't have any qualms about what I can do physically from a golf standpoint. It's now walking is the hard part. You know.
Well, do you think
that quick? I do. Tells me all I need to know. He's there to win.
Tiger Woods, from the day that he has stepped on the PGA Tour, has believed that he can win every tournament in which he plays. And it's like as he's grown and matured, he's not going to put himself out there in a spot where he doesn't think he can win. Does that mean he's going to win at Augusta? No. Not by any stretch of the imagination. PGA Tour is deeper than it's ever been. And not that this is a typical PGA event, but if Tiger thought he was going to embarrass himself, he would not be there as some sort of symbolic gesture. It would not be ceremonial. I think Tiger's into ceremonial stuff. Now, does 65-year-old Tiger Woods go out and hit a ceremonial opening tee shot? Maybe so. Do you believe he can win?
I watched some of his range session today. And stamina is interesting. And he keeps pointing that out. He's going to play. We all know he's going to play. He's going to play.
Yeah.
But he hadn't walked a course like that 4 times in a row with pressure pack swing after pressure pack swing since his accident. So it is a little bit different. But watching his range session, if you told me a year ago, just over a year ago, just over 400 days, that guy recovering from back surgery lost some toes and shattered his leg to the point where he had multiple compound fractures in his leg just over a year ago, I wouldn't have believed you. It looks like it's always looked.
And there was discussion about amputation.
Yeah. It looks like it's always looked. A little less violent. He was more under control. It was a range session. But
let's be honest, a little less violent swing from Tiger Woods might be better for his overall game.
Yeah. It looked like there was no accident, like there was no surgeries, like he hasn't had 5 back surgeries in his life. He looked like all the other dudes out there, which is shocking to me. I mean, we have to put in perspective what a year ago he was in a car accident where his leg had bones sticking out of it in multiple places and he lost some toes. A year ago, at his age, after 5 back surgeries. And that's what he's comfortably doing.
He won the Masters in 1997 for the first time by 12 shots at 18 under. He won it back-to-back in 2001 and 2002, a 2-shot win at 16 under in 2001, a 3-shot win at 12 under in 2002, won in a playoff against Chris DeMarco in 2005, and then won it in 2019 when somebody in this group of 3 actually picked him to win the Masters, I think.
He was in my group.
You were the only one.
Yeah.
He trailed by 2 going into the final 18. He shot 13 under for the tournament, won it by 1 over Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka, and Xander Schauffele. So, hey, Dad, we'll make our picks. We'll put them out there. And my question is, will you be picking Tiger Woods to win the Masters?
I need you to rephrase the question in a way. Do you plan on picking Tiger Woods in your group for the Masters? Please ask it that way.
Do you plan on picking Tiger Woods in your group of players as a potential Masters winner?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that like you don't really pick against Nick Saban?
I'm just going to pick Tiger. Yeah, I don't know about if it's on the same level as what you described. Like, I don't like to bet against Tom Brady, but I'm going to put him in there. I mean, I picked Mike Weir a few years ago. What's putting Tiger in there? It'll be fine.
Was Mike Weir even playing the year that he picked Mike Weir?
Yes, he didn't make the cut, though.
Okay.
He was. He's in the field again this year.
There you go.
That's right.
So is my guy Harry Higgs, but it's just incredible what this one individual person has done to the sport. I don't think it can be overstated, truly. I mean, he's 46. Again, he's 46. Multiple surgeries. Not in his prime anymore, despite winning the Masters 2 years ago. I mean, his body is broken and battered and beaten up. And again, 46-year-olds, golf is a unique sport, but even still, your career is going the other way. It's going down the hill, not up the hill anymore. And yet today, just the statement, as of right now, I'm going to play, grabbed the sports world's attention of a golf tournament. That was the story today. College basketball crowned a national champion last night. And the story on a Tuesday was a golf tournament.
It is a golf tournament unlike any other. A tradition unlike any other, if you will.
Let's say it's a tradition unlike any other.
But it's also a golf tournament that's different. I mean, it's the only major that's played at the same course every single year. Here are the all-time results for Tiger Woods in the Masters. He's only missed the cut one time. In 1995, in his Masters debut, he finished tied for 41st and was the low amateur. He also participated as an amateur in 96 and missed the cut. It's the only cut he's ever missed. Was he an amateur in 96, or was that right after he turned pro? I think he was an amateur still in 96. Maybe not. Won it in 97. Finished tied for 8th in 98, tied for 18th in 99, 5th in 2000, won it in 01 and 02, tied for 15th in 03, tied for 22nd in 2004, won it in 05. Listen to this run starting in 2005. Won it in 2005, tied for 3rd and 6th, tied for 2nd in 2007, finished solo 2nd in 2008, tied for 6th in 2009, tied for 4th in 2010, tied for 4th in 2011. 12 was not so great. He was finished tied for 40th, tied for 4th in 2013, did not play in 14, tied for 17th and 15, didn't play in 16 or 17, tied for 32nd, won it, and then was tied for 38th.
Was still an amateur in 1996, by the way. So you can go ahead and take that out of his professional run there.
And how about the length of time between wins? So he wins it in 97, 01, 02, 05, and doesn't win again until 2019. 14 years between victories at the Masters. He's the guy that every fan in attendance wants to win. Would be a 6th green jacket if he did. But it's not like this is an easy field. Listen to some of these pairings. Kevin Kisner, Daniel Berger, Tommy Fleetwood going off at 9:12 on Thursday. Bryson DeChambeau, Cam Smith, who's playing great golf, and Paul Casey at 9:23. The 9:34 group on Thursday is Tiger Woods, Louis Oosthuizen, and Joaquin Niemann. Justin Thomas, Hideki Matsuyama, and James Pyatt, the amateur, go off at 9:45. Matsuyama, the reigning champion. 9:56, Adam Scott, Scotty Scheffler, Tony Finau. That's a good group to watch. Adam Scott always plays well at Augusta. Scotty Scheffler, the number 1 player in the world. Tony Finau tends to play well at the Masters. Afternoon tee times, 12:30. Dustin Johnson, Billy Horschel, Colin Morikawa. Morikawa's such a good iron player. Sometimes a little streaky with the putter, which can be an issue at Augusta, right? You don't need to be streaky. You got to be putting really, really well. Will Zalatoris, Patrick Cantlay, John Rahm. Would you be surprised to see a winner out of that group?
That's where I think it's coming from.
Whew.
Or DJ Morikawa. I love Colin Morikawa.
Jordan Spieth plays really well at Augusta. Victor Hovland. Xander Schauffele at 1252. Can Rory McIlroy regain his Augusta form in a group with Brooks Koepka and Matt Fitzpatrick? That's at 103.
It's a great field, and it's the smallest field, so it's always going to be good. But they know how to do groups.
They absolutely do.